Hey everyone, it's Bureau Productions, and welcome to another video where I'm playing an old game. Another Flash game that has been lost to time, except you can probably download from the internet in a couple of places, as I have. So this is one you can actually still play. It's Lego City Mining. It's a very straightforward game, and my goal here today is to kind of show you the different aspects of it and how to play it and all that stuff. This is the menu screen. Nice catchy music in the background, pretty interesting look. There's the usual trophies. There's 12 of them. I have all of them because that's how good I am at this game. I play this game a lot, probably more than I play Minecraft, honestly, and maybe that's a problem. I don't know. There's also 4 cheat codes that most of the Great Vehicles games that came out in 2012 had. This is one of those. There's one that gives you low gravity, one that gives you a permanent boost, and 2 others. One turns gold to bananas for whatever reason, and I don't remember what the last one does, but yeah, they exist. And so yeah, let's get right into the game, because it's fun to play, but it's pretty simple, but there's still a lot to explain, and hopefully that makes sense. So here we go. As you can see, the controls are very simple. It's spacebar to jump and spacebar to get another jump. And so the way the game is laid out is it's kind of like a side-scrolling survival game where your goal is to collect gold, crooks, and cover as much distance as possible, which are the 3 metrics being tracked at the bottom. You get 6 lives, as you can see in the lower left, which you can lose and restore based on obstacles and stuff. And so, the way it's laid out, as you can kind of see, there's 3 levels of tracks. There's the lower level I'm on, middle level, top level. And the distribution of things on there, which I'm going to explain, even though you're seeing them all now, is the more interesting part of it. Because yes, you get only 1 button, but it's how you use that and how you work with the physics and the track layout that really makes this interesting. So yeah, there's 3 levels of stuff. There's then this is divided into sections, as you saw back there. There's temporary stop points where the screen fades to black in the background, and it shows you your stats and all that stuff. Basically, those are different stages. You get reset back to the bottom level, but your goal is to be on the top level, and this is why. There are, on each of the 3 levels, different obstacles. There's rocks, fences, and bears are the 3 obstacles that lose lives. They're most common on the bottom, then less common in the middle, and there are no obstacles on the top level. Then there are 4 power-ups. There's the health power-up, which is that green one that restores your life. There's the boost power-up, which is like the red circle thing, which just boosts you and makes you faster. This one is not very good. Then there's the that boost power-up, the gold one, which turns everything in front of you to gold. That includes crooks, power-ups, everything. And lastly, then there's the drill, which I believe I already got, which is a blue one, which lets you go through obstacles without taking damage. So those are all very useful power-ups. Those appear on the bottom and the middle levels. There are no power-ups on the top level. On the top level, the only thing you will find are crooks and gold. And crooks, of course, is some element you want to find. You might be able to hear, when there's a crook coming up, there will be a little, like a crook laughing, hee 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 hee, in the background. They'll let you know, hey, there's a crook coming, get to the top level. And so that's where you want to be to get the most gold and the most crooks, is on top level, because that's all you're going to find there. And also, if you're up there, you're not going to like lose lives because there's no obstacles. So that's the main strategy, is to get up there as fast as possible and stay up there. Which is not always the easiest thing to do, because the other interesting thing about the level design is that there's all these different platforms. The bottom is a constant, obviously, otherwise you could fall through to nowhere's land. But the middle level has some platforms. The top level has the fewest platforms, the most gaps between them for you to fall through, and accordingly, the smallest platforms, which means it's really hard to stay up there. Well, usually. As you get faster, actually, I find it's easier because you fly over most of the gaps at such high speed like we're doing right now. I made it really far, and I'm not even trying at the moment, which is pretty impressive, but, you know, the game always decides you've been alive for too long and kills me. But so yeah, when you die, you lose all 6 lives. You'll see your 3 metrics, the distance, the amount of gold you collected, and the number of crooks you caught. And yeah, the main 2 crooks here, they're in the background. So yeah, let's try that again so you can kind of see now that I've kind of explained all the different elements, it's really down to how you utilize your jumps. And there's one thing I didn't mention yet, the dynamite. That is extremely helpful for boosting you up a level without using a jump. It boosts you higher than a jump. Not a double jump, but a normal jump. The issue is, with the dynamite, it counts as being off the ground, so you don't get a second jump after you hit a dynamite. And if you fall off the ledge, you only get one mid-air jump. So basically that's how it goes. You get one mid-air jump and the second jump off the ground, which is very annoying. So you have to really time your jumps if you want to be able to if you want to maximize your ability to be in the air and your control. Because a lot of times I hit a dynamite, I land, I hit another dynamite, I have no control over where I'm going because I cannot jump. So that's one of the main strategies to look out for, is be very careful about where your jumps are, because that's all you get. Everything else is outside your control. It's just how you jump and handle the physics and everything. Because this physics on this are okay, but yeah, you can glitch through the platforms, weird stuff can happen basically. But as you can see, we're doing pretty well right now. So, really, you just want to get like this, up, and not that to happen. Because that happens way too often. Here's a drill power-up. Of course, there's nothing to get in the way of, so oh well. And you can chain dynamites too. If you hit a dynamite after hitting a dynamite, you'll go flying and stuff. You can go really high, basically. Almost higher than you can when using the glitches that I mentioned, the little mods, I guess you could say, cheats. And so yeah, I'm going to try and see how long I can survive. But basically, that's kind of the key strategies. You want to get on the top, and you want to not hit any obstacles, obviously. And you really want to pay attention. If you're trying to collect crooks, I find it's best based on the first round, what I do well as, what I'm going to go after. Am I going to focus crooks, in which case I want to maximize my time on the top, or do I want to focus gold, in which case I should just go wherever there's more gold. Sometimes there's an upper platform that doesn't have as much gold on it, but there's more below, and sometimes you get the gold power-ups. And of course, for the amount I have, my record in like that 348 or whatever, you really have to time, like, there's a set limit. Like, if I don't have 150 gold by the time I reach 500 distance, I'm not going to get to 348, because as you go faster and faster, you spend more time flying over everything and less time collecting gold. Maybe that's just because I'm a bad player, I don't know. I don't think I'm bad based on my, statistics, my top scores and everything, but it really does come down to how well do you time your jumps. And so, we haven't made it too far, but you can hear the giggles in the background, hopefully. It's, okay, there's crooks. How do I get up there as fast as possible? I don't recommend hitting a dynamite usually, because if you can see the platforms coming, you can probably time your jumps better. Like that, kind of like. And yeah, you can vary the jumps. If you press the spacebar really hard, you get a high jump. If you tap it just a little bit, you get a short hop, which is very helpful as well. So, for a one-control game, basically, there's a lot of potential here for strategy, which is very impressive, and why it's one of my favorite games, because, it's extraordinarily simple, the gameplay and everything, but you can make it complicated just by paying attention to what you're doing. And so yeah, I died again. I actually made it really far, which is surprisingly impressive, but I didn't collect much gold or crooks along the way, so unfortunate. But yeah, that's basically it for this game, honestly. It's just this over and over and over and over again, which is not necessarily a bad thing. If you want to waste a bit of time, this is a good time-wasting game. It's a survival game. It's not going to exactly get your heart pumping, but it might make you focus. I don't know. You have to have good eyesight, though, because when it gets really fast, it gets a little blurry. But, so yeah, that's mining. Just thought I'd show this off, review this game a little bit. It's a fun game. You can probably download it off the internet. Oh, I know you can, because that's how I got it. So you can still play it in 2022 and beyond. Yeah, so that's basically it. There should be more videos like this on the channel at some point. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.